So Joe just called me, told me to meet him at the shop with a can of soda. I'm headed to the store right now. Gonna find out what Joe's got on his mind. Maybe Joe figured out how to make hydrogen out of the can of soda. All right, got the soda. Hope it's worth it, Joe.
You want my soda?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking bigger hammers. This was fun with that. Bigger hammers.
Like a sledgehammer?
No, sledgehammers exist. I'm thinking we make hammers like Thors Hammer.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm Joe.
I'm Jake.
All right, enough fooling around. This is my tinfoil masterpiece.
Though I hate the fact that both of you can sit down.
How is it even possible? If we're both building Thors hammers, one thing I know about Joe and myself is we never do things the same way. All right, so I already have a few ideas.
Great, what you got?
So when it comes to hammers, a typical claw hammer, and especially I think it's a carpenter's hammer or a roofer's hammer, I forget which. Anyway, some of those have got some really long handles on them, and I believe they are that way just for that leverage, for that swinging power. And I want to make sure mine's got a ridiculous amount of swinging power, something along the lines of 6 feet, which means that the head is not going to have to be very big, because when it hits, it's hitting with a lot of speed. It's coming fast. It's going to do some serious devastation.
Yeah, so I want it to be Thors Hammer, just like Thors Hammer. I'm not going to copy it exactly, but I want it to be my brain's interpretation of the dimensions of Thors Hammer. I'm take like some thick plate steel, something like so, and I'll just plasma cut out the sections, weld myself a square, and then weld the cap on the front, weld the handle on it, and saying that, I don't want it to be hollow. Hollow sounds terrible, so there's going to be something in here, some rocks or some such.
Gonna find out how hot the steel is out here. It's been in the sun. Even my steering wheel was crazy hot.
Yeah, a few of these will do. One on the top, square, about the right size. They're too hot to carry. Ooh, I have to run. Thought I was making a hollow hammer? That's low. Get in there with the knives. This episode we decided to make big sledgehammers, mini sledges, and Thor hammers of all kinds. Mike is an army welder, and so we thought special invitation, get a pro in here.
Break some stuff.
All right, so I am going for leverage on this Thors hammer. Joe calls it Thors hammer. I call it Jake's hammer. I couldn't keep this assembled and keep it in my car. My car's not long enough that I could actually keep this together, so I have to put it together on site. It's 5 pounds. I went for leverage. I knew that Joe was going to go with a heavy, short hammer, and he and I both like to make sure that we do something different so that we cover more of a spectrum. So with this, I figured with some serious length that I have, plus this, that's about all the leverage anybody could hope for. And the dual hammers, this is what I had for a previous episode. Put on my walking staff. Yeah, it's going to be lightweight, lots of leverage. We'll find out just how destructive it can be.
All right, I've got a 13-pound hammer. It's about 12 pounds on the head and 3 pounds for the handle and braces. Little guard to make sure my welds don't crack when we start breaking stuff. And patriotic. That's about it. Never know what we're gonna break.
Episode is called Thors Hammer. She weighs in at the ripe 30 pounds. And I like to get a little literal with some of that stuff. So mine is made to look like Thors Hammer. So I went for the dimensions, the size. It's just 3/4 inch steel all the way around. I thought that'd be pretty heavy. It was, but I also felt kind of lame that it was hollow. So I went and bought about 8 pounds of steel BBs and added to the inside 10 pounds of steel BBs and added to the inside. So now it's a dead blow, not a hollow hammer. It's also the world's heaviest maraca.
Hey everybody, we're here at Mike's Ranch. Joe, Jake, and Mike have finished building their Thors Hammer for this episode of Thors Hammer with Kajigger. They've each custom built theirs. We're gonna test the destructive capabilities of their hammers and have lots of fun doing it.
The glare!
I kind of feel like I ripped the heart out of the TV. What does it even do? Nobody knows.
I did not see that coming at all. That's super sucks.
Yeah.
Look at the damage. You got tape though? I did a lot of damage, but yeah, that is broken.
Patriotic hammer TV smash, right?
Yeah.
Now how do you feel, Mike?
Everyone should have a chance to do that in life. Maybe once a week.
Especially those with children.
I'm going just anyone. You know, people with kids, college students, Joes.
This is the hammer that started it all. This was a mini sledge, longer handle, broke off. Someone threw it in the garbage. Nothing but this little fiberglass left. And it hit little cracks in it. And I thought that's a dang shame. Because I didn't have a big hammer. Put some radiator hose on there, stubbed it off with that. It has been my favorite hammer for daily use at the mechanic shop.
1, 2, 3.
For years. And every time I pull it out, think that's my biggest hammer. I want to make one bigger, and that's where the inspiration for Thors Hammer came from.
Take out the money!
If I could do it over again, I would obviously not hit what I did first, because I'm pretty sure that my staff hit the hardest part of that cabinet, which snapped it in half. It's crazy because I can use that staff to pole vault. And it holds it, it takes all the flexibility, but for some reason, I hit it just right. And that was it. I only got to do one thing.
Oh, it's skipping! Never showing me the action! I wanted to see the car! I wanted to see it jump! Oh, I hope you're happy! That's what you get for bringing a measly wood stick to a forged steel hammer party.
I'd probably use circular tubing instead of a square tube. May have been a little bit of a mistake for grip, but other than that, it seemed to work fine. There's almost no damage done to it. Try this at the jagged edge. That's a pretty tough little lock.
There's nothing I would have done differently.
The first improvement I needed to make was to get rid of any wood on the hammer. That's hot. That is way hot. All right, so this is the handle to my hammer. I was using 2 wooden claw hammers side by side. Okay with that. It's not quite heavy enough the way it is, but we can fill it up. With the staff that I used, fractured. It just completely blew out 12 inches up when I hit something hard enough and the wood on the staff made contact before the head of the hammer. 8's got to be enough. If 8's not enough, then the world ceases to make sense. Now I've got all steel, which is holding up remarkably well. I can hit anything I can think of.
We can probably get a second one out of that. Like halfway through my total.
So bad.
Not the first or last time.
Here goes. Oh, that's cool. I can see through it. I forgot about that. Yes, it is. Oh, man.
Predictions? What do you think is going to happen?
Okay, this is my prediction. The handle will not break. If anything breaks on this, it's going to be the head breaking off the handle, and it will be glorious because it will be from so much pressure. It'll just be worth it. Oh, it's ready.
Oh, man!
All right. I think that went pretty well. It's damage and devastation.
It's what?
Damage and devastation.
It's damage and devastation.